Unavailable.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to On the Couch Book Reviews. So this week I don't have a book review for you guys, but I do have a bookish type video. So I'm going to be talking about some of the books that I've read recently, um, and some of the books that I plan to read. Now, um, the book that I'm reading right now is called Ordinary Magic: One Death and Relaxation. I'm reading that right now. I'm almost done with that. So that is the book that I'm reading right now. I just finished, or actually, I'm probably about to start Ward D by Frida McFadden. That book looks like it's really going to be interesting. So it's about this lady who or is working on a shift at a mental hospital. She has to stay one night on Ward D of this hospital. Like it's a like the mental ward of a hospital. So, um, lately I've been reading a lot of Frida McFadden, as you can tell from the channel. Some of my favorite Frida McFadden books are The Crash. Um, The Crash was really good. The Inmate was good, but one of the most twisted ones was probably The Crash because I was not expecting it to end the way it did, and it's like whoa. So another book that impacted me really heavy. It made me think a lot. It was called The Glass Girl. Now, I did a review on that on my other channel, on the Doug Couch Show channel. If y'all want me to, I can put it over here so you guys can check that out. As well. So yeah. What else? I read Stephen King's Christine. I try to read that book about once a year because that's one of my favorite books. Now, I usually read it with the Bard narrator. And for those of you who don't know, I am totally blind. And when you are, if you are print disabled or you can't, or not print disabled, but if you can't read print, you can get books from Bard. Bard stands for Braille Audio Reading Download, and you can have access to that if you are blind or visually impaired, or you cannot read print. So, or if you have some form of disability to where you cannot pick up a book and physically hold a book, or like I said, you have some sort of visual impairment. But yeah, Bard is a really good source for books. I like it, and now they're actually starting to put out more commercial material, so you can get the books that you would find on Audible on Bard sometimes. Um, but yeah, so another book that I'm gonna start reading probably is the Burt Reynolds book and the Sally Fields book. I just downloaded those like yesterday or something like that. I think I downloaded them both either yesterday or Friday. But yeah, they look really good. Now I did not. The only Burt Reynolds movie I think I've seen is Smokey the Bandit 1 and Smokey the Bandit 2. Now Sally Fields was in both of those movies, and so basically, I did not know that Sally Fields was in as many movies as she was. But I've only seen her in Smoking the Bandit and um, um, uh, uh, damn, Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's it. So basically, those are some books that I'm gonna be reading. Some other books that I have enjoyed are Psycho. You know, the Robert Bloch story about Norman Bates. That's really good. If you are a horror fan, I really recommend that one. It's a classic. It's really good. I have read that one probably twice. Another good series if you are into fantasy and you might have read this. You probably read it, but because a lot of people have read the series when it first came out, the Harry Potter series. That was a really good one, and I've read it numerous times. I've probably read it, and I read it with two different narrators too. I read it with the Bard narrator at first, Um, I read it with Eric Sandvold at first, and then I read the commercial version by Jim Dale. There's actually another version by Stephen Fry. That's the British version, but I haven't read it yet. What else? I enjoy reading horror. I enjoy reading mystery. I enjoy some fantasy. It just depends. I have a lot of books on my wish list. I have over probably somewhere in the thousands of books on my wish list, but to be honest with you, I'll probably never get to all of them. But yeah, so I mean, I've always been obsessed with the Titanic, so I've got a couple of Titanic books that I'm probably gonna read soon. Maybe I'm not sure, but um, that is what is going on with me, and really that's what I got going on. Um, I actually have a video on my other channel showing you how to use Bard Express and Bard Mobile. Actually, um, I could actually put those up here if y'all would be interested in seeing that. If y'all want to see those videos, let me know down in the comments if y'all want to see the how to use Bard Mobile and how to use Bard Express videos. If you do, I will definitely make those and show you guys how to use those, or I can upload the ones that I already have up because I already, I've made those and I can put those up. So if y'all want to see them, let me know. Um, Anything else? What else? What else? What else? Um, um, Frida McFadden. I'm gonna probably be reading a bunch of her books soon. Another good book about Frida McFadden was The Boyfriend. That one was twisted too. You didn't really know you didn't really know what was gonna happen with that one either. It's like it was wild. It was very very just like whoa when you seen it when you got to the end of it. It's like whoa, you did not expect the twisted ending that you got, and it was just wild. So that's probably gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all have enjoyed. Like I said, if y'all want to see those other videos about Bard Express and Bard Mobile and how I get my reading ideas and how I find books to read. You can definitely. And what I usually do for that is I go to um, Google and I'll search for books like say Stranger Things for example, books like books like Scarface, books like Grand Theft Auto. Just different stuff like that, or um just different things like books like 911 the TV show. So yeah, that's how I find my books, and usually I'll just go through the wish or the recently added on Bard every day, and I'll see what they have, which I haven't went through that lately. So yeah, and then I'll go to Graphic Audio's website and see what they have up there, because they're constantly adding new stuff on Graphic Audio's website. And if you guys want the Graphic Audio's website, and the books are about probably sometimes they're like $14. Most of the time, I think they're like $21. But they do a lot of sales, so you will be able to find books that are on sale, or they'll have a lot of sales and stuff going on. So you can definitely pick up deals on Graphic Audio. But yeah, Graphic Audio is amazing. I've already done a video on that, so if you haven't seen that one, go back and watch that one. It was called what you need my what you need to know, Graphic Audio my experience. And so if you haven't watched that one, go back and watch that one. But yeah, so let me know down in the comments if y'all want those other videos about Bard Express and Bard Mobile, because I'll definitely put those up on this channel if y'all want to see them. Let me know in the comments section, man. But hey, that's all I got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And like I always say in every video that I do what you do your thing, and always make sure you stay on top of your game. You feel me? I am gone. Peace. Shit.
Google Gemini. Boot cock 3 MP3 cock stop button.